So, welcome to Blog Mastery. How's everyone doing on this sunny Abbotsford morning?
Good.
Good. Yeah, the sun came out, beautiful blue skies, and wonderful people here. Thanks to Stefan and the Relevention team for hosting us here. I want to also thank all the volunteers who helped make this day possible. Thanks to Cora. She was the lovely greeter and the registration table. Cora is also doing timing, and she's a graduate 2 months ago. Yeah, and she loved it so much, she came back as a volunteer. And we open up to anyone, by the way, so anyone who's attended, they're welcome to come back to a future one as a volunteer at no charge. So if you love it, which you will, come back. And there's always slightly different speakers, slightly different topics, so you'll learn new things each time. Thanks also to Tyson over there, who's going to be doing video today. And thanks to Alan, right over here, who's going to be doing pictures today. And Michael also is going to be doing some pictures. So I want to quickly introduce myself as well. My name is Shetty. I'm known as the Daddy Blogger. I write about parenting from a father's perspective. I also run the YVR Bloggers group, which is a group that was created to do education, training, adventures, and basically build up a community of Vancouver bloggers. And we do these Blog Mastery workshops as well. This is actually our fourth one. We've been doing them in different suburbs. So we did the first one in Vancouver at Olympic Village. The second one was in Coquitlam at a co-working space called M-Work Lab. And then the third one was at the Village Space in Maple Ridge. And here we are at our fourth one at Relevention. So in terms of today, you have all the schedules in front of you. That basically is going to be what we're following today. We're pretty good on time, so we're going to follow that more or less. I want to do some quick introductions of the people here. So we have 5 speakers today, and each speaker is going to get 40 minutes. So I'm going to be the first speaker, then we have a few other speakers, and then I'm going to be the last speaker at the end of the day. And obviously I'm going to be emceeing and welcoming up the speakers as well. So I wanted to actually get the speakers up to the front just to introduce themselves at the beginning, just so you get to know who they are, so during the networking times you'll be able to connect with them. And also we like to take a group picture.
Oh, good.
And by the way, all the speakers' names are here in order of their speaking. So that's me, Tokyo Ricky, there's Stefan, who's the second speaker. Joe, over there in the back, he's the third speaker. Then we have Kenneth. Then we have Michael Claudes to end off with. And just want to make a note to hashtag Blog Mastery today. We're going to be giving away an incredible grand prize to the winner. I was going to announce it later, but I'll announce it now so I don't have to keep you anticipated. Basically, whoever tweets the most, consistently, the most frequently, the most creatively. Something like
You know what you mean.
You know what I mean. So whoever tweets the most, basically, is going to win. Ready for it? They're going to win a free consultation with each of the speakers.
Ooh.
So that's like an hour for each with each of these guys here. So that's worth in the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So make sure you're tweeting away today. It also helps, obviously, the speakers to get visibility online, helps Relevention, right, to get visibility on social media, helps our brand, too, Blog Mastery, to create awareness of it. Okay, so I'm going to call up the speakers one by one, and then, I'll get them up to the front, and we'll do a group picture, and then we'll start off with the day. So yeah, I introduced myself. So next up, let's introduce Stefan. Do you want to come up, Stefan? He's one of the marketing gurus here at Relevention. So let's give him a round of applause. And then we have Kenneth, Joe Griffith. Joe is a web designer, and he's going to be talking about web design for bloggers. Let's give him a round of applause. Next up, we have a social media guru. His name is Kenneth Kwok. He does social media marketing and Facebook marketing, Facebook advertising. And our final speaker is going to be Michael Claudes, who does video blogging. And by the way, there was supposed to be Emily Chow. She was actually sick. She was at the St. Paul's Hospital, and then she was seeing if she was going to get better, but she said, no, I just can't handle it. But I do have a recording from the last month. She spoke there, so if anyone wants that, it's the SEO talk. It's a great talk. I can provide that to you guys. Okay, so let's get a group picture.
Okay, so let's come together and come forward a little bit so you're a little bit closer in
Make sure
there.
you tweet these pictures out.
And let's see, let's look my direction.
Let's do it one at a time. Let's do Alan first.
All right,
Alan.
there we go. Okay, now, yay, and give me a little bit, that's it, yeah, a little bit of sparkle, right? Hold on, let's try one more. Just another one. And I like that sparkle, yes, okay. And one more, I'm gonna get, yeah, there we go. I'll get the daddy blogger on the corner there, and yeah, that's it.
Okay. Now let's do
Excellent.
Tyson.
Okay, no sparkle, just smile, okay? Here we go.
We naturally spread.
Perfect.
And then, okay, everyone got the pictures? Thanks, guys. So you'll be looking forward to their speeches. Make sure you connect with them at their networking breaks. All right, and I already did introduce the volunteers. So it's Cora here, and then Alan, and then Tyson, 3 volunteers. Now we want to get to know the people in the room. So we would just want to do a quick, short and sweet intro. Who you are, what you do, and what you blog about. If you don't have a blog yet, what you're going to be blogging about. Sounds good? So why don't we start with Jennifer?
Sure. My name is Jennifer Hensel. I'm the founder of the Connect Now Network, and I blog about networking on that website. And then I also have marketingmotivator.com, and I blog about marketing tips, and I help people get excited about their marketing. That's me.
I'm Andrew Simpson. I'm a visual poet. In other words, I do photography. I own Photo Art by Simpson. We have trademarked the name Visual Poetry because we believe that that's what we do in life. We help individuals to connect with families, and on business we connect with people and help them build their business through doing photographs for their websites. We have a blog that we just put up about a month ago, which is photoart.ca, and then blog. My son actually does all the computer work, so I'm a bit of a total newbie at this, but Ricky persuaded me to come on Thursday night, so here I am, even though I feel totally like a fish out of water, but I'm looking forward to the day. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew.
Hi everyone, my name is Linda Bertie and I'm known as Your Car Girl. I have a website called yourcargirl.com and cars are my business. Anytime anybody needs a new or used vehicle, they give me a call first and I act as a broker or their agent for the transaction. People ask me what do I do, and it's hard for me to explain that because every transaction is different, and all I can say is that I've had 40 plus years of auto industry experience, including owning a dealership, and I have lots of insider information that can save time, money, and hassle. So I'm your car girl, not your call girl.
That's good.
So I'm Nancy Bartlett, and I provide emergency preparedness kits. So kits for 72 hours for earthquakes, floods, in case you're evacuated. My business name is Life 472 because we all need to be prepared for 72 hours. So my website is Life 472. I do have a blog hidden on my website because I am not a blogger yet. So there's 3 posts, 2 from my SEO guide that told me I need to blog, and 1 which is actually a video blog. So not bad. So I'm here to learn, and I'm really looking forward to today.
Jennifer had a good suggestion. She said actually do say your Twitter handle too, because people are going to be tweeting you away, and here's a chance to get 50 new followers. So also, if you don't mind saying your Twitter out loud, and if you guys want to scribe those down and add those to your Twitter feed. Everyone here is on Twitter, right?
No.
Anyone not on Twitter? Or you're not, Joe?
I am.
Oh, you are.
Yes.
Who's not on Twitter?
First tweeter. The first tweeter.
What's Twitter?
Last one was funny.
Oh yeah. By the way, at our last Blog Mastery, we actually had a Twitter version. De-versionified her.
Oh, really?
We signed her up to a Twitter account, and she tweeted for the first time ever at Blog Mastery, so it's quite an accomplishment. So I think we'll do that to Cora. Okay, sorry about that. So do you mind actually going through your Twitters quickly, Jennifer, and then
Sure.
Jennifer?
So mine is at J Hensel. So it's JHEN, C as in cat, ZEL. J Hensel. The C is silent. JHENCZEL.
And I'm really bad. I don't know what mine is.
You can go to your website. It's probably a link.
Yeah, I think it's Photo Art, but I'm not sure 100%. Photoart.ca.
Prosperity and those type of things, because that topic really interests me. And my Twitter handle is Ken Quats up there, so hope to tweet with you guys in the Twitter world.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ali, and I'm the financial sensei. I write about my two passions are basically personal finance and martial arts. That's why I wrote this book, How to Get Your Black Belt in Managing Your Money, this year. I've been writing for 15 years, very new to blogging. I'm not tech savvy at all, so if I ask any stupid question, I apologize for that.
There's no stupid questions, only the ones that don't get asked.
So I have two blogs. My financial blog is financialsensei.com, and my martial arts blog is vancouvermartialarts.net. And my Twitter handle is AFADAIE. That's it.
Can I get you to hold up your book once more?
Sure.
And we'll yeah, give me that. Yes, there we go. Perfect photo op. Okay.
What was your Twitter handle again?
AF as Frank, AD as doctor, AIE.
Yeah, we can do a quick intro there.
Sure. I'm Stefan Jansen. I'm a content marketing strategist here at Relevation. So basically, I get to tell stories and make stuff, and I love it. I'll dive into that more in my talk, so I won't say much more about that. But my Twitter handle is @Stefan Jansen. You can also follow @Relevation if you want to be connected. Thank you.
Okay,
Is that popping before I? No. Joe Griffith, my own business is called digitalmediamagic.ca, and I typically write about how to use your website to grow your business online. And I'm Joe_Griffith_.
I'm Judy Doddick. My company is Judy D Beauty, and my Twitter handle is @JudyDBeauty. And I'm all about women helping women. I'm a makeup artist, and basically my target market is older women. I will say it, older women. Everybody's like, oh, older women. You don't say that. It's experienced women or women with this or women with that. We are a little older, and no, like it's like, what are we, chopped liver? No, and we're a totally forgotten market, and I'm there to help them find that spark. And a lot of us walk around all depressed and no, we're not this, we're not that, we've got the wrinkles and all that. So I have a project going that I want to resurrect a blog that I just kind of started, but now I'm rebranding myself and starting this what are we, chopped liver now. So, the mother of the bride tends to be forgotten. Oh no, it's her day, and no, it's their day too. So that's what I'm all about.
My name is Joe Gallagher, and I have a website called Acrobid Services. I basically connect homeowners and contractors together, so you can post a project online, anything around your house, and contractors can bid right on the site. You can upload images, documents, pictures, And my blog is about the site, and it's on the site. And I also have another company called Gallagher Design Group, where I do architectural drafting. And my Twitter handle is @Acrobid. That's AKRABID.
It's right on the shirt.
I was going to say, awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
And I was a social media virgin too until about a year ago, so I have lots to learn yet.
Wait, we didn't give him our media team.
My name is Alan Katowitz. My company is Vision Design and Photography, and I'm a full-time commercial photographer. And I think my Twitter handle is just my name, if that's the way it is. Is it just usually?
Depends.
I think I haven't used it very much, but I think it's Alan Katowitz, and that's AlanKatowitz. And I'm at gmail.com in case that's what it's, I don't know, if that's what it is. I need to get more conversant with
Who is living next to you, Joe? Yes.
Who won it? Yes.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah.
And then next to you?
You know what?
Judy, and then next to you?
No.
Okay, that one, that's good.
It's Maureen sitting next to me.
Maureen, there you go.
Hi, Courtney.
Yeah, that's where I'm sitting.
Oh, Alan's needs to take pictures.
Yeah, I need that,
Good.
that end spot there.
Alan needs to sit next to me because.
That's fine, they're bringing up,
Here's another chair, right here. Alan, you want to take this chair?
You can slide me out there if you need.
Right on that corner.
Are you okay to go over here, Alan?
Sure, on the corner, I don't need much room.
And then there's a plug-in, there's a extension.
Okay, so
if everyone wants to move a little this way, maybe, slightly, I
yes.
think that would help. Yes, yes, Alan. You look different in your Twitter handle, Alan. Yeah. Is that a Twitter handle? Maybe you can say it. Okay, everyone, this is Alan's Twitter handle.
Looks like it's RANGERSET.
What was that, sorry?
Ranger set.
Oh, Ranger set.
Is that right?
Yes, yes, see, I didn't know what I put in. Okay, Ranger set.
Okay.
RANGERSET.
Oh, okay.
So that's, I didn't know that I used that.
You'll never forget that.
Good, thank you, Jennifer.
That actually refers to silver belt buckle sets that were made from the turn of the century in Mexico and then subsequently in the United States. And Ranger sets were used by the Texas Rangers.
Oh,
And the horses and on the belt buckle. Yeah. All in silver. Yeah, I collect them and I also buy and sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish up the intros.
Okay, I am Michael Rubin, and I have a number of different projects going on. Yeah, it's like I'm ADD and can't sit still. So to explain Michael's clogs a little bit, I used to actually sell clogs straight online. I still actually do have high heel shoes that I sell online, and as everyone who actually has ever known me, they probably have never seen me in flat shoes. I also own Rubin's Marketing, and through Rubin's Marketing and the Marketing Anvil, you can find a number of different things from video editing, photography, mobile marketing, up into including high-class mobile apps, like for, say, Starbucks, Netflix, or Cineplex. So I have a relationship with the developer, Jiffy Software, or Jiffy Apps, that I can get anything and everything that you need for marketing or marketing purposes. So. One last question for the room. Who here has a camera today?
Everybody has a
It doesn't matter if it's in the phone or not. Everybody has a camera, and everybody is set to do 1 minute of raw video today?
Sure.
Yes. Awesome.
If you could teach me how to do it on my camera.
That's part of his video blogging segment later.
Yeah.
Tyson?
Oh, right. I guess I'll get in front of the camera since I'm behind it. So, I am Tyson Wong, and I believe that advertising should sell with integrity. I'm a direct response copywriter. I'm new at the social media space, and it hasn't been that long since I just started up a new company with a friend of mine, and we help businesses write better, sell more, and grow.
Awesome. And we have one last person, Maureen.
I'm with Spross Nursery. I own and operate a wholesale tree nursery, and my blogs are What's Growing On, and I post them all over the place, and HelloVanCity.com has just taken them off, so that's me.
Twitter handle?
What's your Twitter handle?
What's Growing On 1.
And how do you spell that?
Just like Marvin Gaye, What's Going On and What's Growing On. With number 1.
What's growing on?
Yeah, and I'm heavy on Google Plus. That's my preferred medium, and LinkedIn, because LinkedIn you can really target who you want to sell to, like your architects, your designers, and landscapers. Whereas Facebook is You know, you've got your friends, but Google Plus
What's
is...
saved account for when I come on? We'll talk more about that.
Oh, okay. So I tend to, because I can't sell on it with me being wholesale, I lose more than 50% of my business because it's, I sell to garden centres and the top landscapers. It's more to keep horticulture alive and interested in the landscaping, trees, you know, the beauty of trees and what you can do with them. And so that's me.
Awesome. Hey Maureen, I can't find you on Twitter under that handle.
What's Growing Gone 1, the number 1.
Oh, number 1.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I found
Awesome. So I think that's all the intros. Thank you, everyone, and welcome to Blog Mastery. Make sure you connect with each other. We're going to have quite a few networking breaks and also the lunch break. Regarding lunch, is any of you a vegetarian? So 1.
7. I'm a fishitarian.
So
I'll eat fish as well.
Anyone else? Or everyone else can eat meat? Just 2 vegetarians. Okay.
What about Cora? What's Cora?
Cora? What? Oh, did you raise your hand too? No. What do you mean? What did she?
Did it swim?
Oh, did she not introduce herself? Oh, sorry, she wasn't out. Sorry. Totally apologize. I think you were out when I apologize. You're on the floor.
All right. My name's Cora Naylor, and I'm an anti-aging consultant with Jeunesse Global. I don't have a blog yet. Kind of thinking about it. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do for content. That's my thing that I'm working on. It would be something to do with anti-aging, but I also like doing motivational and self-development kind of stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out which direction to go. And I'm not a writer, so it's not going to be a writing blog. It'll be a video blog. That is
Twitter handle? You're gonna be.
Yeah.
So during Kenneth's session, he's gonna be talking about social media and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we'll get you a Twitter handle around that time. So between now and then, try to think of a good Twitter handle because that's gonna stick with you from now to eternity.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to change them.
That's not true. You can have many Twitter handles. I have many.
But it's, I mean, you can keep changing them, but again, you feel like you're falling from scratch. So think of a good Twitter name, username, and you can you have your laptop or no?
Yeah, I just have an iPad.
Okay, you might want to even sign up for one so you're not like thrown the spot in front of everyone later. Which you will be.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, sorry, I didn't realize. Okay, so I think I caught everyone this time. Let's move on to the content. So this is the Twitter contest I mentioned earlier. We do this at every event. We actually trended a few times with our YVR Bloggers events. Like out of the whole city, everyone tweeting everywhere, we trended twice. So that's pretty good considering there's a whole bunch of people tweeting about everything else in the city too, right? So make sure you're tweeting away. These are all the Twitter handles, and make sure you hashtag Blog Mastery because that's where I'll be checking to see who's tweeting the most frequently and etc. Right? So make sure you always use the Blog Mastery hashtag. Sounds good? Everyone know how to use Twitter besides Cora? Yeah? Okay. And also, if you can check in on Facebook, Rella mentioned they have their own fan page. So obviously a lot of people on Facebook, we want to help out, Rella mentioned, create awareness of the company here. If you're on Foursquare, Instagram, share those as well. And as I mentioned, the grand prize is 1 hour consultation with each speaker. So that's 5 hours of consultation worth in the hundreds, if not thousands. So.
Okay, Jennifer found my tweet, by the way.
Pardon me?
Jennifer found my tweet.
Okay.
Okay, it's Twitter handle.
Want to say it out loud?
It's Photo Art Simpson.
Photo Art Simpson.
Simpson with S-O-N.
So again, those are 5 hours of consultation. Those aren't usually in person. They're done on Skype or Google Plus or over the phone. I do mine on Skype. So whoever wins, I'll be giving you a 1 hour Skype consultation. And it's up to the other speakers how they like to do theirs, but I find Skype's pretty good because a lot of the speakers are Vancouver based, so instead of driving out to the valley here, it's just easier to do it with Skype. All right. So in terms of the agenda for today, you have it in front of you. The only major change was Nadeem actually had a car accident a few days ago and he's suffering from whiplash. So he didn't feel up to it to actually present today. So he's the only person who won't be speaking. But again, I do have that talk recorded from last month too. So I can provide you access to that talk. But everything else is going to go according to schedule. The way it works is basically we have 2 speakers. then a networking break. So 2 speakers in the morning networking break, and then we have our 2 speakers, then a lunch networking break. We have 2 speakers in the afternoon networking break, and then 2 speakers to end off with. At the end of tonight, at the end of today, we're going to actually be having the 5 panelists up the front, and we'll be able to ask all 5 speakers questions. I mean, obviously during the presentations you can ask, but basically this is just a time together of the whole day, that any unanswered questions we'll answer those during the panel at the end. So we want to end by 6 or earlier. We want to respect everyone's time, and we'll be done by 6 at the latest. And we do have some time after to network. So pretty much according to this plan, we'll be doing the personal blog analysis too. So everyone's left their website. So Joe, after he talks about blog design, will actually analyze your blogs. And also the people in the room can give some feedback on how to make your blog better. How does that sound? Good? Yeah. So it's a long day, and you're going to learn a lot, and there's a lot of practical takeaways too. And we're going to make sure you're fed and liquefied as well. Okay, so the way I start off my talks is always around the question of passion. Because I can teach you the technicalities today. I can teach you about social media, I can teach you about email marketing, we can teach you about SEO, we can teach you about video blogging, we can even teach you how to make a whole blog design. But I believe that's all secondary. I believe the primary is your passion. Because blogging, if you want to really summarize it, is writing about your passion. Technicalities are second. So that's why I want to actually ask you, what are some of your passions? I want to know your passions, because it doesn't really matter what your job is. Ideally, your job and your passion are the same. But really what really is important to me anyway is, what are you most passionate about? Even if that's a hobby. But because that's going to drive you from a heart level, the other stuff is going to drive you from a head level, right? So let's hear some of the passions. We heard some of the jobs earlier. Now let's hear some of the passions in the room. Who's passionate about something?
Me.
Awesome. How come? What are you? You guys aren't passionate about anything? Yeah, this is highly interactive, so we'd love to get interaction from the room. So let's hear some of your passions here in the room.
Martial arts and personal finance.
Yeah, there you go. See, you knew he was a personal, he does personal finance, but maybe you didn't know he's really passionate about it. What's your belt again?
I got my black belt in 1995.
See, there you go. And I love how he's tied in finance to martial arts. And he has a whole book in about that, so make sure if you can grab a copy of his book. Okay, yeah, so martial arts, any other passions?
Kids. So, right, so I have a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, so you're talking a bit long, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's one of my passions, 2 kids. Anyone else?
The Canucks.
The Canucks. Hopefully they'll do a little bit better this year.
Just like Linda, right? You're the Canucks fan, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I saw you on Twitter.
Yeah.
Equality.
Equality, that's a great passion. Yeah. See, like you didn't even know about him, right? You knew he's a videographer, he does marketing, but he's also passionate about equality.
Well, for me, it's women helping women. So read my blog, the little bit that I did do too. It's like I promote women's charities and women's businesses and that kind of thing, because I think if you can, you do.
Yes.
You know, so for me, that's really important.
Awesome. Yeah, so women helping women, great passion. Yeah. Mine's about really dads helping dads, men helping men, so we're balancing each other out. Yeah.
Making it fun, whatever.
Making it fun.
Yeah.
That's a great
No matter
passion.
what you do, just make it fun.
Absolutely. Agree. Totally. Yeah. Anyone else want to share any passions?
Architecture.
Architecture? Great. That's an awesome passion. Yeah. Without architecture, everything would fall apart, right?
I have a couple people in general. I love women. Okay.
That could mean a lot of different things.
All kinds of people.
And he's happily married, right?
Yeah, I'm happily married. I mean, Arlene and I have worked together for 40 years and haven't killed each other. I think that's pretty darn good. We're married. We have 2 children. And I will say publicly, I've never had a day's problem with either of my children in their life. One's 28 and one's 25. So they're absolutely incredible children.
Wow.
That I'm very passionate about them. I'm also passionate about wine, and I'm passionate about life in general, really living life. So, and feeling and finding things in life, like I'm not passionate about things, I'm passionate about life itself, and that's a lot of things don't matter as much as people do.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. Awesome, love that, love that. You can tell he's from the heart level, right? Yeah.
Of course I'm passionate about cars, and helping people with cars, and the great car stories that people have that brings out emotional feelings with them, because everybody has one. But I'm really passionate about living in the moment. That's my deepest passion. I'm also passionate about being a good grandma, and a good wife, a good sister, and a good whatever.
Awesome. Passionate about being gooder, better.
Yeah, gooder, laughing loudly.
More good, better. There you go. Okay, anyone else before we move on? Last chance to declare your passion to the world.
I am passionate about passion. And I am also incredibly passionate about photography, as well as whether it's a combination of my profession, but certainly a passion that comes from deep, deep inside of me, and my desire to share what I see and my sense of wonder in the world.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Photography and passion about passion. Love it. Okay, so these are my little passions. I got two kids, Rianne and Ryan. Ryan is 11 months old. He's turning a year in November 2nd. That's their daughter. Her name is Rianne, and she's 2.5 years old. So out of everything, I'm passionate about a lot of stuff, like networking, doing events, people. But I would say really it's about my kids at the end of the day. I do what I do for these little guys. And that's my passion. My purpose is really about building families. And I believe to have a strong nation, a strong city, a strong community, it's all about the family unit. If the family unit is broken, society is broken. That's my website, daddyblogger.com. And just on a personal note, I love to just share just my personal journey quickly. Some of you might have heard it at the Staples, but long story short is, when I was growing up, my parents ended up having a divorce. There was domestic violence, adultery, really unhealthy family environment. We didn't really have, dinner around the kitchen table. Didn't really do many camping trips. So there was a lot of disharmony, a lot of dysfunctional growing up. And that left me quite broken, quite introverted, really insecure, ended up becoming more shy in high school, really closed off, and I kept a lot of it just hidden, didn't want to share that publicly, right? And then in university, I started opening up little by little. I did my degree in psychology, which really helped me understand, the past, how the past affects the present, and how childhood affects the adulthood, and how divorce affects humanity, because divorce has a huge impact on people generally, and that's why I'm so passionate about what I do now, building strong families, and I believe the father is really the leader of the family. I'm very traditional in that sense, leader supporter roles, but I'm all about empowering women too. I mean, my wife's a wonderful lady, and I'm all about championing her. But I feel like society's broken because the men are broken. I think women have it pretty much good together. You guys have all these empowerment groups, support groups, but as men, we're pretty much like the caveman type, right? We don't really want to share our problems. We solve our problems by drinking, even drugs, video games, watching the Canucks, no offense. Yeah, but those are things we do to cope, right? But we don't really share it. Yeah, I'm going through this, I'm fighting my wife, I'm not having sex, those kind of things, right? But imagine if we did that. Imagine if we were real and genuine and vulnerable and just shared it openly. Men would be actually much stronger. And I believe vulnerability is actually strength. So my passion is really about building strong men at the end of the day. And that's why, when you shared about strong women, I believe in building strong men. And we need both strong men, strong women, then we have a strong society, right? Awesome. So that was a little summary of my background. Quick few little tidbits about me. I've written a best-selling book called Wisdom from Daddies. I run a few different groups locally in the Vancouver area. I run YVR Dads. Ali's a part of that group. He's actually spoken there about finances, and we have about 20 to 30 dads coming out. That's at Fitness Town in Burnaby. That's where we hold it. Joe, you're welcome. You're a dad as well. And I know the ladies here. Make sure you tell your husbands or partners about it. You don't recognize me?
Hi, I know a customer. I think that's him, Chad, in the front, in the purple shirt.
This guy?
Is his name Chad?
What's
Is he a fireman?
No, that's not Chad.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I believe that's Matt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not Chad.
Yeah, it's not Chad.
And I've met Di.
Yeah, Di Manuel, he's so well known.
Oh.
Fitness guy.
Is that Josh Reimer?
Josh Reimer? No, Josh is not a dad. No. But actually, it's just fine. I mean, even if you're not a dad yet, you're welcome to bring just comments as a guy. Okay, so that's YVR Dads. I also run YVR Bloggers, as I mentioned earlier. That's actually our monthly educational series where we meet up once a month at a different venue and we have different guest speakers. That's just a 3-hour event. And in YVR Bloggers, we also put on this Blog Mastery one-day workshop. And if you want more info, just check out YVRbloggers.com or YVRdads.com or YVRfoodies.com. That's the other group I run. It's for food lovers and foodies. We meet at different restaurants and we have the chef or the owner of the restaurant share a little bit about the history and vision of the restaurant. And again, it's all about building community within the food culture, within the restaurant, right? So you're not just sitting in independent tables, you're connecting with other people in the restaurant. And I also run YVR Photographers, so I saw a lot of people here interested in photography. If you want to get better, even with smartphone pictures, make sure you check out YVRphotographers.com. The last one I run is YVR Masterminds, which is more smaller groups. So the other ones are bigger groups of like 40, 50 people. The mastermind groups are smaller, of just 6 people, and it's really about business masterminding and also personal and professional. So if you're interested in joining one of the mastermind groups, let me know as well. All right, so now we come to blog mastery. So when you hear the words master, what does that mean to you guys?
Knows everything.
Knows everything. Everything. You sure? Everything? Knows more than other people. Okay, there you go. Yeah, to be a master, you need to know more than everything else. It'll be impossible to know everything unless you're like omnipotent to God himself, right? You need to know more than most other people, right? What else does mastery mean to people here in the room?
Competent.
Competent, yeah, that's the right word. So mastery, I'm trying to define what it means to be a blog master here. So it means to know more than other people, it means to be competent. What else?
So one to follow.
Someone to follow, yes, absolutely, that's a good one. Someone who's a master usually has followers.
Twitter and all like that. So one to follow.
Absolutely, right? So someone who's good on social media usually has a lot of followers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great definition. Someone who has a following. Anything else when you think of master?
Striving for perfection.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Striving to be the best you can be. Because perfection is kind of a myth, right? It doesn't fully exist. I like striving for excellence. I always look at, I used to be a perfectionist. I'm like, actually, I can't be perfect, right? But I can be excellent. So I believe blog mastery is all these things that everyone mentioned, right? It's basically knowing as much as you can about a subject, right? And now people here, like, how many people are total beginners who've never blogged ever in their life? You're pretty new, Okay. And how many people have been blogging for about like under 6 months? Okay, so 3 people. How many people over 6 months? Okay, how many here? How long have you been blogging, Joe and Maureen and Jennifer?
So about 2008.
So about 6 years. 6 years.
Just a couple of years.
A couple of years, yeah. Do you put up your hand, Mike?
Since 2005.
Wow, so almost 10.
Wow.
Be 10 years of blogging next few months. And Jennifer?
When did PHP start? Like, when did Blogger come out?
PHP.
Like, like beyond,
I don't remember.
like 2001, 1999.
Wow. She wins the record for the longest blogger. So, and even though, like, you can see that people who've been blogging for that long, and some people who've haven't even written a blog post. So there's obviously that variation in terms of time frame of the length of blogging. But at the end of the day, like, someone who's blogging for just a couple of years can become a master more than someone who's been doing it for 15 years, right? Like, I've been blogging off and on since, like, I started traveling in early 2000s, like in Europe. So I was writing little blogs to my family back home, but it wasn't like a formalized blog like we have now with WordPress and Blogger, etc. But even my blog is actually just 2 years old. So just in 2 years, I've started Daddy Blogger, and now YVR Bloggers, now Blog Mastery, right? So I've just learned like crazy over the last 2 years. Doing workshops, learning from other blogging experts. Obviously, when I'm teaching, you learn, right? And also just running events with other influential speakers. So yeah, I've just been doing it for 2 years, and I consider myself a strong blogger now. So these are some of the ingredients of being a blog master, I believe. And by the way, like, in one day you probably won't achieve full mastery in this, but I believe at the end of today you'll have all the keys to having a successful blog, which are, email marketing, social media marketing, video blogging, SEO, monetization, right, which is the big question. So if you have all those ingredients, I believe that's going to create a successful blog. So the thing I would start off with saying is like treat your blog as a business. I mean, obviously you can have a blog as a hobby, but I believe everyone here is more or less here to make money, or at least treat the blog as a business in terms of getting more leads to the business. Is that right? Or do some people just want to treat it as a hobby? No, no hobbyist? Totally cool if you're a hobbyist blogger too. No problem about that. And I believe it's all about building a brand around your blog, right? So it's not just this blog, but it's like creating a logo, creating proper web design, which Joe will be talking about. Even things like this, you know, I do a lot of trade shows and I do a lot of speaking, so I have a banner there. Even simple things like if you look at my laptop, have the logo there, right? Instead of promoting Apple, I love Apple, but I'm promoting my website, right? If you look at my car downstairs, Daddy Blogger, business cards, Daddy Blogger, right? My book, Daddy Blogger. So it's all about creating a brand around what I'm doing, and same what I would suggest with everyone here, creating a brand, but you're the car girl, right? So that's such a strong brand. Everyone knows her as your car girl. And I know you're trying to emphasize her to write a book and stuff like that too, right? So if she writes a book, she has a website, she's known as your car girl, it just makes you expert holistically, right? In this area of car selling. Okay, thanks. So yeah. And I believe it's important to develop multiple marketing channels, so we're going to be talking about different ways to market today. Learning from other successful bloggers. So, you know, even the people in the room here, like Jennifer, blogging for 15 years, like Michael, blogging for 10 years, right? Joe, blogging for 6 years. There's other famous bloggers, such as John Chow. If you look him up, johnchow.com, he makes 6 figures a month blogging. 6 figures a month, repeat. Seriously. He's from Richmond, and he was an immigrant. He started blogging maybe 7-8 years ago, and all of a sudden his blog went from like zero income, a couple thousand a month, then he went to like 10,000 a month, 40,000 a month. Now he's hitting 6 figures a month. It's incredible. And now he's actually moved from Richmond to California. He lives there, and he still comes back here because his parents are here in the summers. And then when it starts raining, he's back in California, which he's now back in Cali. So check out someone like johnchow.com. Also check out someone locally like Miss 604. If you look at her website up, she's if you look at Vancouver Blogger, she's pretty much the first one that'll come up. She writes about a lot of events in Vancouver. She's known as the event queen, and she was just a single gal, started doing about events, and now she's Mrs. 604, but she still goes by Miss 604. There's also obviously the famous bloggers such as like Seth Godin and Gary Vaynerchuk, etc. Right? Anyone know a pro blogger or anyone else know any of the famous bloggers? If you want to shout them out, no? Or any blogger? Do you guys follow any blogs? Do you want to?
Follow Copy Blogger.
Copy Blogger, that's it, yeah.
Copyright.
I follow Daddy Blogger.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Me too.
Seth Godin. Yeah.
Seth Godin?
Seth Godin? Yeah, that's great.
Michael Port.
Michael?
Michael Port.
Michael Port. And Michael Hyatt too, right?
Michael Hyatt's another
Yeah,
one.
he's an awesome guy, yeah. Cool. Okay, so learn from successful bloggers. Today we're going to be talking about how to create a blog monetization blueprint. So really creating a strategy in terms of how to monetize. And I'll be talking about that at the end of the day. Okay. So to build a brand around your blog, I really think to start off with, you need to have some kind of mission statement, some kind of vision, and some kind of values. Like if you look at a company like Invention, right? They have mission statement, vision, values. They have it really clearly displayed on their website. What is your mission statement, Stefan?
We help organizations succeed.
See that? We help organizations succeed. What's your vision?
Well, we have kind of an underlying belief that all organizations should have access to great marketing. And then we have kind of an internal business goal of becoming a national recognized brand for small and medium-sized enterprises.
Beautiful. And values are right here. Look at that. CREW. What's the acronym stand for?
Character, relationship, execution, and wow, the wow factor.
So repeat them. So the C is, if you guys want to write down, if you want to. C?
Character.
Character. Okay. So it's character integrity. R?
Relationship.
Relationship between others.
Yeah.
E?
Execution.
Execution. Getting stuff done.
Quality. And then the wow factor. Yeah.
Yeah, blowing people away. It's awesome. See, look at that. So these guys, they have a strong brand presence in their work environment, right? People walk the kitchen every day there and they see the values, they're reminded of the values, right? It's all about a crew, it's teamwork, right? So these guys have got it solid. That's why they're a strong marketing company. That's why they've built up this massive company. By the way, there's this whole other side that they own as well. And he'll be sharing a little bit of the history in a few minutes. With me, mission statement, my goal with Daddy Blogger is to change the world. one day at a time. I always look back to my mission. Am I changing the world with what I'm doing? With my blog, with my book, with YVR Dads? Is this actually changing the world? Is it actually helping dads, right? And I always look at it like, how do I change the world? How do I change like all the world? I only change one dad's life at a time, right? And that's I just want to change Ali's life. I help him out, right? Got the book. Hopefully, I've helped you out by winning the book club today. Sorry?
I read 2
chapters. Awesome.
Very, very good.
Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah. So if I can help any dads, I've done my mission, right? And if I can help more than one dad, even done it better. My vision is really about building strong families, right? I want to see the family unit strong in our nation. And I know I can't change the whole world, but I can at least change my community. I can build a strong family for myself, people around me, people in the city, people in the province, and then ultimately the country, and ultimately the world, right? But it really starts with my family. And the values, I go by 3 values for myself. It's character, compassion, and community. So am I walking with integrity with what I'm doing, right? Am I compassionate about those around me, right? So it's me, it's the character. Compassion is the you, and the community is the we. So me, you, we. So it's like, am I building community with all the groups? And I believe I'm living those values. And if I'm not, I want people to call me out on it. If I'm lying, if I'm stealing, if I'm doing something unethical, call me out on it. And I have some close friends who will call me out. They'll be like, hey, you said you're going to be on time, you didn't show up, or whatever, right? And obviously I'm going to not show up all the time, right? But I want to get better at that, or get better at time management, or little areas, right? So I have the 3 C's, I also have the 7 F's, so I believe in the 7 F's, which are faith. So I grew up Hindu, I'm a strong Christian now, so I have my faith in God is my primary. Secondly is my family. Thirdly is my finances. Fourthly is my fitness. Fifthly is my focus. Sixthly is my future, and seventhly is my having fun. So those are my 7 F's. That's just my life. I want to live by those 7 F's.
What was the third one?
Fourth one? Faith's primary. Secondary is family. So after faith is my family. Thirdly is my finances. I put my family before finances because there's no point having lots of money if my family's broken. And then I want to be fit and healthy. That's something I'm working on. That's wrong in that area, but I am working out twice a week nowadays with a trainer. So I do that. I also believe in focus. So focus stands for follow one course until successful. That's the acronym I use. Follow one course until you're successful. When you're successful in that course, create another course. Follow that until successful, right? Focus, and then future. So I am building a future, building a legacy, right? Living for the next generation, leaving the world a better place than I came into it in. Then the last one is just having fun. Yeah, having fun. That's everything I do. Cool. Okay, so I encourage you guys in the room, create those things for yourself in your life, in your families, in your marriages, in your business, and ultimately in your blog too. Cool. So these are just some things about marketing. Whoever's in my average talk probably saw these tips, but I'll just quickly go through them. These are I believe the top 10 ways to market your blog. A lot of people ask me, how do I build up my readership? Really, you build up your readership through doing these things. Even if you can do 2 or 3 of these well, that's going to help you build up your readership. The more of these you do, the better your readership will be. So quickly, it's email marketing, building up a list, and then sending out emails to that list. You can use websites such as Aweber, Constant Contact, MailChimp, GetResponse, Infusionsoft, the tons of email marketing software. Also, social media, we'll be hearing about in a second, in about a few hours from now. That's Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Vimeo, those kind of things, right? That's all the social media platforms. They'll obviously a whole bunch of other ones, but as long as you're strong and as many of those as possible. Video marketing, we're living the era of not just blogging, but video, right? And we'll be hearing about video blogging. And I'm a big fan of podcasting too, so if you guys want to create a video blog and also audio blog, which is a podcast. Search engine optimization, that's basically where do you rank on Google. The goal is to be first place, first position. Next up is doing guest blog postings, so basically getting people to blog post on your site, also blog posting on other people's sites. Doing interviews, that's what I do a lot of. I've actually done 100 different interviews with dads. And that was my book, and all of those actually recorded. I have a video of each and every one of those 100 interviews. I either did those in person, I did those by Skype, by Google Hangout, etc. I've also done like interviews with about 30 plus bloggers. So I interview bloggers. If you guys want to be interviewed, I'd love to interview you on Skype or Google Hangout. And I basically share those, right? I share those with my network, and all the people I interview, they share it as well. So that's a really good way to build up your marketing. Doing reviews of different products and services, doing contests, and networking. Obviously here, you can already get more followers on Twitter, as you saw earlier. And doing speeches, right? Doing the speeches at the end, just saying, hey, if you want to find more about me, check out my blog. Any questions about marketing? Pretty clear? We're going to go into much more detail later. So the way I build up my readership really is through social media. I've got a lot of media coverage just because I'm writing really strongly about the area of marriage and family, and there's not many other dads writing about the subject, so I've got tons and tons of media coverage. So these are all the areas that feature my website. And I'm just a blogger, I'm just a dad at the end of the day. Nothing totally special about me. I'm not Brad Pitt, or I'm not Gregor Robertson, the mayor. I'm just Ricky Shetty, an Indian Canadian guy, living in Burnaby, writing about being a dad. That's it. And the media was all over it. They want someone who's passionate about a topic, right? And I'm passionate about fatherhood and family, and I'm really vocal about it, right? And the media wants that. It's good fodder. And like I say about you, cars. How many women car sellers are there?
I don't know of any.
Yeah, not too many.
How many financial planners are there who have a black belt in martial arts?
There's only one financial sensei.
See, look at that. So you can be all the way to
Is that right?
Awesome.
Trademark.
No, I just can't use it.
Yeah.
See, if you did it well in terms of like your blog and just your branding, all that, you can really get all of the media because people want information about finances. But there's just so many financial planners, and there's nothing really to differentiate themselves. But you have differentiated yourself, so I just give you kudos for that. And I think if you just take it one step further, your media will want to cover you. Okay, running contests is a really key way of building up your blog. So I do a lot of contests, give away a lot of stuff, and I don't have to spend any money for this. The sponsors, these are the sponsors I work with, they actually provide the product and they provide the shipping. I just run the contest. And in my last part of the talk tonight, I'll be talking about how to work with sponsors. Yes. I actually work with the team here for a campaign called Chicken Squad. So I don't know if anyone's heard of that campaign, Chicken Squad? You have? Okay, you'll be talking about that? Okay, so I won't spoil you that. I'm doing interviews, which I mentioned, so I do interviews with just everyday dads, everyday bloggers, but also some celebrities, if you want to call them that. People like, he's the curator of TED, the CEO of TED, Chris Anderson. This is Mark Burnett, who's a producer of Survivor, the series. That's Ed Mercer. He's actually one of Canada's only billionaires, and I was able to interview him just about not being a billionaire, but just being a dad. And you can look him up. Not many people know him, Ed Mercer, but he's really. This guy is named Jonathan Christian. Any of you know him? Yeah. And then Di Manuel, owner of Fitness Town, the franchise. Okay, so I just want to give you an overview of what it means to achieve blog mastery. Any questions before we move on to the next speaker?